Zin, we're back.
Hey guys, talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know.
Sorry, we got so caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all of the mayors.
Huh. Well, aren't we well connected? We're close friends with the Mayor Roland. Plus, we've met the other mayors in the course of our travels. Oh, I see.
Gotta keep that networking up, am I right?
I guess your work as bracers has caused you to be quite a few big shots. You two sure get around for junior bracers.
Yeah, you might say that. Have you done any bracer assignments since we came to Grancel? I guess it's not all that different in other countries, right?
Right. For a full-fledged bracer, nationality isn't an issue when it comes to your work. The prelim fights and legal procedures at the embassy kept me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad. Normally, that would be enough to handle most cases, I'd imagine. But with all of them concentrated in Grancel, that must make it tough to handle any cases in other regions. Yep, that could be.
I feel like a goose just walked over my grave. A goose just walked over your grave? I've never heard that saying before. I wonder what's going on with Shara back in Roland. That's right, we literally haven't heard about Shara at all. Or what, like, really know what she's up to since, like, kind of the beginning, earlier part of this game.
Now that name rings a bell. You wouldn't happen to be talking about Shirazard, would you?
You know her?
She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I met her a long time ago when a case brought her to Calvard. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age.
Her master? Estelle, you know who her master is.
Yeah, probably Dad.
Please, pardon me. The table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you the way?
Sure. I was getting bored with waiting anyhow. Alright, wanna go and eat fancy?
Sure. That fight let me starving. Let's go dig in.
Come on, you two. It would be nice if you didn't completely forget your table manners for once.
Yeah, then don't say anything. So all the mayors are here. We're here. We're just missing Duke Dunham and who else? The saying, "a goose walked over my grave," is an American variation of a much older British expression, "someone walked over my grave." The origin of the phrase is rooted in old folk belief that a sudden involuntary shiver or chill is caused by someone walking over the spot where your grave will eventually be. The belief was that a person's final resting place was predetermined and the sensation was a premonition of the future. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that expression before. As an American. Interesting. What's with all the empty plates then? Plenty of knives and forks though.
That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with hors d'oeuvres. Then you use the knives and forks from the outside in.
And that's all part of having good table manners? You're late, what did you miss? Sorry, we're about to have the dinner party. Pretty much it. Not too much story. We met the head maid and we were able to give her Julia's letter. A big raid in Crypta entering the castle. Oh yeah, that's right, we did have a big raid. Yes, thank you to Mayor Mizu for that. And here comes the anxiety attack.
It's really not so bad. It does mean that you get to have some of the finest food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary.
I will say though, they're missing some plates. Proper dining is one big plate, which is, I forget what that plate's called. There's one plate that's just a plate to hold your eating plate. And then you have your main dish plate and then you have your salad plate. So this is technically not right. Mayor Mizu? Mara Mizu. I said Mara, but I guess it sounded like mayor.
Manners and etiquette are secondary. Indeed, indeed. I'm told that you're acquainted with everyone who will be attending. No need to get stressed out?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, it's still intimidating to be in a room full of adults as a bunch of teenagers.
Please, don't encourage her.
On that note, is the gentleman to accompany you going to be okay with a knife and fork? I'm told that folks from the East usually eat with chopsticks.
You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in the when a liberal, do as a liberalians do policy. I'm not specifically skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork.
My, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion.
You flatter me.
Boy, He really is a complete sucker for a pretty face.
I think he's more being polite than a lech, though. At least he's not Ollie. Anyway, His Grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. So, if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who might be the other one for? Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Grace the Duke.
Ugh, Richard's here. Ugh, gross.
Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I simply could not break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, commanding officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him in here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our Honorable Duke. I ask that you pardon my unclothed soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you.
Mr. Fancy Pants. Is Almathea literally just gonna stand behind him? You've gotta be kidding. We're having dinner with him?
I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving.
Oh, dessert already.
Excellent, excellent. What say you, Mayor Mabel? What do you think of Grand Sulcaster's Master Chef? Is his cooking not on par with that found in Bose's Anteros restaurant?
That, like, what is this? That in the top left corner, where the maid has, like, the food on the trolley, that food kind of looks like it's the shape of a cricket.
Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. You are not the first to say such things. And what have you, Zin? Wasn't it? Is the food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. Certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberalian cuisine, though. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. And you, young bracers? I imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before.
Oh, wow, what a backhanded statement. It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us.
Huh, indeed, it is a genuine treat.
Gives a backhanded statement in return.
It's certainly delicious food. And we couldn't miss a chance to attend so prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation. Very kind of you to say so.
I really need to see this food in the remake. Just like outline PNGs.
I do finally remember what my butler has been telling me about. We met before during the Rouen incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion.
Yes, sir. Maybe so. So he'd forgotten all about us until his butler reminded him.
Come on, let us put some social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy to your heart's content. Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Ah, yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I have something important to say, to you fine folk who represent the kingdom. I use this celebration as the place to make an important announcement.
Oh, is he gonna be taking over? Is he gonna be the king?
An announcement? And what might that be? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in— Oh, wait. However, she's been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon.
Oh, nope.
Ah, that's excellent news. Could we possibly go and check in on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebrations will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear this news, as they have been looking forward to it. But surely that is not all you wish to tell us. Right. If that were all, you could have just sent along a message. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover, as was previously stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health... No! She has stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Dunnan.
This all seems fishy. This seems fishy. I don't think this is what the queen actually says. Or maybe she was blackmailed into it.
What?
Is this true? Joshua, this is...
Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes its appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. It is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading it through times of strife and war, all without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress of her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decision is mine to make.
Fishy as hell.
How terrible. Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? I'm ashamed that I've never noticed any signs in any of my annual visits.
That's because it only just happened recently.
Isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss at what is supposedly a casual dinner? Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch crudely.
Credulity. Credulity.
Mayor Mabel, are you saying that you cannot take his grace at his word?
Well, I mean, it would be better to hear it directly from the queen, wouldn't it not? Hello?
No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion.
I mean, there's a difference between monarchy.
That's true. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable, but we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This was also the decision of His Grace. Well, yes, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have internal repercussions. The other nations of the continent will have their eyes on us, and we must be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for the new king.
They're gaslighting us. They're literally gaslighting us. Kana, good morning, Crypta. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you've also been doing pretty decently. There are also elected monarchies. Germany was one for many years. That's also true. What would we say liberal is takes inspiration from? What country? He makes it all sound so rational.
Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator.
Like we know Zen is like from Japan most likely because they mentioned like eating chopsticks and that he's Eastern and stuff. I'm doing well, just dealing with the weird thought that Ben 10 is inspired by Persona. Didn't Ben 10 come out first, technically? Ben 10 came out in the early 2000s. Well, I guess also so did Persona, but I don't think so. I listened to it, yep. I don't know. I don't think Ben 10 is inspired by Persona. Persona wasn't even really that well known back in the day when it first came out.
Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations. But you thought it would be best to inform us first so that we can be prepared for any issues that may arise, correct? I'm glad to see that we have an understanding. If this all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy. Yes, and we'll have to announce it to the citizens. I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession?
Oh, they're talking about Claudia.
Oh, well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne,
but she's also 16. So,
But it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say, I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibility upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely.
No, I think they're keeping Claudia imprisoned somewhere. Potentially Chloe. Because we did see Chloe get taken away earlier. Oh, based on statements by Toshiro Kono, the president of Nihon Falcom, the country of liberal and Zemuria is primarily inspired by a combination of real world nations, Thailand and Austria, specifically liberal's political situation, being a small independent kingdom located between two large political superpowers, the Erebonian Empire and the Kalvar Republic. Is directly based on Thailand's historical position. Additionally, its landscapes and a few cultural aspects are inspired by Austria. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I like the mix of that, actually.
For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place as soon as this year.
Oh my.
I understand. If that happens, then we'll have two major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Excuse me, may I ask a question?
Zen? I don't mind. Speak freely. To be planning to marry her off against her will? Probably so that way... She's planning on marrying her off so that way she has less, authority. Because I imagine they live in a monarchy where the men have more power over the women, unless you're Her Majesty. So if she gets married, then her authority will be transferred over to her husband, is my guess.
Sorry to seem rude, but this doesn't sound like the kind of conversation you'd want outsiders hearing. Particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now?
Because they're stupid.
This is solely because of the serendipitous turn of events that allowed Bracers to win the championship. We had wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. I've already discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Gotcha. I guess Liberal's military and Bracers are on just as good of terms as the stories say. That is because we lack the military strength of the Empire or the Republic. The harsh reality is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand our intentions? Yeah, alright. We'll pass on what we've learned here to the guild then.
Speaking of kingdoms and factions, what's the worldly inspiration of Trails World? I think it's what, like, Eilish just typed above. Political inspirations between different countries.
Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not that big of a deal for me. I bet that was huge news for you guys, though.
Of course it was. I can't believe things have gone this far already.
Huh?
Never mind. But really, what a shame. That food was so amazing, and it practically melted in the mouth. Couldn't tell what that last flavor was, though.
Understandable enough. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk to work off some of that rich food, Estelle?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air. Okay, so luckily nobody got murked at the dinner.
Oh, you must play tourist a little while ago. Oh, you just played tourist a little while ago, and now you want to take an after-dinner walk? I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing.
Kinda sucks that we're keeping Zin in the dark, but the less people involved, probably the better. Excuse my slowness, got a lot on your mind. No worries, Kana, don't worry about it. I think you're exaggerating a little bit.
You haven't gone out to take in the sights? There is a lot of historic architecture around here, you know? If the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over.
You gotta be kidding. You're still hungry? I mean, he's a big guy.
If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in a little bit.
Alright, let's go see if we can talk to the queen. All of them connected to it. There is a lot to unpack still. The game world just developed more and more for each game. This is just game 1 out of 13 over 14, something like that. Wait, do all the games take place in the same universe? Like the same world?
Things have gotten serious. We really had to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty.
First things first, we go talk to the head maid, Hilda, like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to the queen.
Fine by me. How did we get there? Was it this way? Sorry.
Oh, it's you.
What? Colonel Richard. Oh no, they're snooping on us. Yeah, it's amazing that a lot of these worlds are inspired by pieces of real life history and global events. I mean, it makes sense. a lot of media or things these days tend to be inspired by something IRL.
Colonel Richard.
All the games take place in the same continent, split into arcs, with each arc focusing on one nation, all within a time span of 8 years. Oh, what the heck? So there's 14 arcs? Or 14 nations. Oh. One huge continent, not the whole world?
Estelle and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Kingdoms is also inspired by real world countries and nations. Yeah, Fire Emblem, you mean Three Houses? I love Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's such a good game.
Last time we saw one another was right after Mayor Dalmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised you remember us. I realized that we exchanged few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you.
Well, it's also probably because we were acquainted with Chloe.
I was surprised to learn that you were children of Colonel Cassius.
How'd you find that out? Oh, come on, Estelle. I'm pretty sure he can dig up literally anything. He works literally for the Majesty, Special Ops, Intelligence Division. Like, come on.
Please understand, I'm not trying to show off the Intelligence Division capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the army. Indeed, more than words can properly express.
Yes, my mind is thinking of Kingdoms because D&D and Isekai anime. It is technically 3 kingdoms as well. They are from kingdoms. Games 1, 2, 3 is Liberl. 4 and 5 is Crossbell. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is Erebonian. 11, 12, 13 are Calvard. Wow. Wait. Why does Erebonia need 5 games? I mean, they're talking about Erebonia a lot, but dang, it's that jam-packed. So I assume it's the same party for games 1, 2, 3, and then 4 or 5 are a different party. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is another party, and then 11, 12, 13 is also another party. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 parties? 4 parties?
Might I persuade you to stay a while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time now.
Huh?
Pardon me, Colonel, but don't you have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a bit late. Ah yes, if we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside?
No, guys, find a way to get out of it. Each new country get new Proctitis, but you can meet the old ones in the newer games. Oh, let's go.
I'll mix you up a couple of virgin cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir.
No, guys, think of an excuse. Hurry, hurry.
No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. Pardon me, then. Now then, shall we retire to the lounge? Please, follow me.
Joshua, what should we do?
I don't see where we have much choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid later.
No, make up an excuse. He's gonna keep us here all night, bet.
I met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time, I have found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally.
He did? And, what do you think of him at the time?
To put it simply, he was a hero. And a master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battle fronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer.
If I didn't know better, I'd say we were talking about 2 different people.
So you're with our father during the 100 Days War? Yes, he was my CO. Even now, I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed his plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talking about those days, time just runs away with me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Spry had not been part of the Royal Army, Liberal would now be part of the Erebonian Empire.
No way! That's kind of hard to believe.
Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up as the prime example of what a hero should be.
He never said a one word about any of this to me. Maybe he just wanted to be a dad, Estelle.
Well, it's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that.
Hey, whose side are you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all of this or something?
Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about vaguely.
Vaguely? You're an accomplice?
Hey, calm down. It's not like he told me any of it. I just figured a lot of it out. He told me he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about.
I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is so in trouble. I remember someone made an OC where it's one person, but all his transformations are based on different continents and countries. In like media? Like a well-known OC or something?
Please excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt. No. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I desperately tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, maybe being with you was all that could help him recover.
Colonel Richard.
Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, all right.
Our apologies for making you so late. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know. And thus, I have no regrets.
Probably about the dad? Huh?
How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then, to share in the stories.
Just a common rider OC, but I thought it was cool. Wait, I feel like maybe you brought that up before, Kana. I vaguely remember hearing about common rider OC. Okay. Who was that man, and what has he done with Colonel Richard?
What are you babbling about now?
It's just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice.
True, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve.
Oh yeah, you have? Never mind. Yeah, I feel like I was like, wait, that kind of sounds familiar. The common rider OC.
For now, we should probably put the issue of the dad aside.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And I hate to say it, but I think that he might have been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is as easy as could be.
Don't you think that's going a little too far?
You might be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right.
Huh?
But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say Bracer's job is pretty much that, in fact.
Okay, I got it. I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you, Estelle.
Thank you? What the heck are you thanking me for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us.
Yeah, she should be in the maid quarters.
I feel like a lot of times OCs, a lot of people tend to make like their OCs like super like overpowered most of the time. Not that I'm against hearing about people's OCs, but I feel like most of the time, wait, am I supposed to go this way? Whenever I hear about someone's like own personal OC, it's always someone so overpowered. So I don't know much about Common Rider, but I imagine is having multiple transformations based on different countries, is that considered overpowered? See, the maid's quarters, was it this way? You forgot where the maid place is? We've only went there once. I know, is it this way? I'll find it eventually. I'll find it eventually. Whoa. I just have to walk through every door and I'll find it. Okay, so that's blocked off. This way? Here we go. Yeah, I get tired of overpowered OCs. In some cases, yes, yet I made an OC once based on ice cream and he was weirdly overpowered. Ice cream? Never let someone try to play their overpowered OC in a D&D game. Well, technically, doesn't everyone play as an OC in D&D? Technically. But lately, I've been doing creative writing exercises that have more calm in terms of making a simple MC. Oh, interesting. Exercises? And like, doesn't the effects of like, or like the nature of D&D prevent your OCs from being too powerful? Or do you mean just like, or do you mean like when dungeon masters have to put OCs in their stories? Is that what you mean? Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you?
Sorry about that. We kind of got caught by Colonel Richard.
Did you now? He had some things to tell us about her dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes. That letter of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius' children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels.
Oh, do you know our dad, too?
He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late prince's, Her Majesty's son.
A late prince?
Princess Claudia's father. Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he were still alive today, none of this would be happening. Huh? But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once.
No, make an OC that can obliterate the equivalent of hell? As the players? The players? But I feel like the nature of D&D prevents your character from becoming too overpowered because you have like your character sheet and stuff.
I play D&D, I know. Oh, hey, aren't you...
Shea, right?
Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle, Joshua. I've been told of your current predicament.
You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle.
Princess Claudia.
That shouldn't pose a problem.
Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you.
Oh, they're gonna dress her up as a maid?
What do you mean? Estelle's going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get in the royal keep.
What about Joshua? He's already cross-dressed as a girl.
A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in.
Oh, I get it.
Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in.
Huh. Me, in a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try one since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in? Well, if our uniforms were easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me.
Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time.
Why not? You're changing too, aren't you?
He's already dressed up as a girl. It can happen again. I had to deal with a player being mad they couldn't do everything they could do in their novel-length multi-fan power fantasy backstory. Oh no. Those type of D&D nerds, oof.
I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and a maid outfit?
That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, he made such a gorgeous princess.
Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shea, help me out here. Say something.
They want to see him in a maid dress too, don't they?
Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shea, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess?
Yes. It's never been used, though.
He's already did it once, what's one more, right? True. Joshua is a girl again. I remember one exercise where I made a character was a basic delivery round, but the events in goes through are very surreal.
Hey, hold on a second.
Well, it looks like it's a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. We can use this as changing rooms.
Wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing.
Just drags him. Okay, I swear there's like a bug or something trying to get at my legs because I feel my leg is constantly being tickled by something.
All right. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shea, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days.
Poor Joshua. Are they gonna put extensions in his hair? Oh, she looks so cute!
Oh my.
Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well.
Such a bright, active maid in training. And after only just coming to the castle, too. You certainly have me convinced. And with the hair done like that, no one will be any wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grensel Castle for real when this is all settled.
Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out here.
No chance I could talk you out of this?
None at all. You're just making this take longer.
Fine. You're impossible sometimes.
Wow, sparkly! They did put extensions in his hair.
Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks.
Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me. And I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world.
Please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself.
He looks better as a girl than a guy.
Yes, ma'am. We're finally gonna meet the queen in person.
Yes, this is the do or die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep.
It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit.
Well, excuse me. This is your idea. I can't believe you've got the nerve to pick on...
Sorry. Don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay?
I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food.
Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, don't they?
We're out of time. Let's go to the royal keep.
Oh, cute. Oh, I'm playing as the maid. We're still in this? Jesus Christ. Why does this have so many parts to it? Oh, wait. This way? Here with two maids. Now these guys better not give us a hard time.
Hilda, what business you have with Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Grace ordered me to hire on some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute.
Thank you.
Will they recognize us? Well, probably not Joshua, but maybe Estelle. I never said part 1 was over when you went to the castle. I mean, I didn't say that you did either, but I'm just like, geez, why is this so long?
Huh. Why do I get the feeling we met before?
Crap.
Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I'd rather think that His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove. Hey, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Please, go ahead.
Phew, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver.
Yeah, that was really well done. I'm just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty? If you'd prefer, I can just show you the way now.
I think I'm okay as is.
Boy clothes, now.
That's why I made the OC having a basic yet not power character go through some different situations. Yeah, it's always better to see an underdog and then they grow later on rather than being strong right off the bat, because then there's not much character development to go there. Can you tell me what OC means already? Oh wait, you don't know what it means? Oh. So, an OC stands for original character. People just shorten it to OC because it's long. But yeah, OC just means an original character that you create yourself, basically.
Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What's wrong with what you had on?
It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so this room is all but unused.
Huh, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen.
That's not the case. She's missing. Think most guys would be self-conscious in a maid outfit? Yeah, I guess it depends, I guess. Depends on what your personal preference is. I mean, there are some guys that rock feminine clothing too.
I guess that's just gossip then. You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the Royal Keep. I'll take you there.
Even her bed, oh my god. At least have the headboard on the window, Jesus. There's just so many things wrong with the feng shui and all of... Why would you have a table behind your headboard? That makes no sense. And the drawers. Look at the drawers. How do you even pull out the drawers? That's just gonna hit the bed. Hello? 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 What is this? Oh my god. They really just default placed all the furniture when they were making this game. Someone needed to play House Simulator or something before they make this. Nah, I wore one to Teko as Rem. It was really breezy. Oh wait, Lila, you're still here? I thought you were gonna go to bed. I mean, maybe just because I'm a girl, I'm used to wearing dresses and skirts, so I don't really realize the breeziness.